This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, July 29th of 2024, and you're listening to episode 404 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Mace.
Hello.
And Leo.
Let's go realms hopping.
And Ford.
Good evening, everyone.
You guys realize it's already been 1 month since the 10-year anniversary of the channel.
Yeah.
But it is
that was a fun time.
still 5 months until the 10-year anniversary of the podcast.
What shall we do for that?
I don't know.
Well, we've got 5 months to decide.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, probably. But yeah,
Nah.
July
we'll
was
figure
a-
out something.
very slow and very fast at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get started with our news today, Ford, you wanted to tell a story of the 4th of July. And
Yeah.
today.
So, I don't know. Should we name names? Is that okay?
I'll just say my little brother.
Okay, so your little brother. Okay, he's like what?
He's not as
4?
little as when I first met him.
No.
Oh, wait, that little brother.
Yeah.
He's like what? 4 years old.
I've only met this brother, I think, once, Leo. Or no, twice, I guess.
I've known him
But is
twice
it within
now.
a month?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's 4 years old, and he was asking me what I do. So I was over on the 4th of July, watching fireworks and all that. And before the fireworks, he's asked me what we do or what I do, and I told him, "Oh, I'm a scientist." And he's like, "Oh, what does that mean?" Well, usually I work with mice, which is kind of a joke around here. That I work with mice and I do
Dr. Ford
horrible,
in
horrible
his
things to
lab.
mice.
And the
So-
hamster came out.
Yeah. So a mouse is kind of like a hamster, except they're a little bit more rowdy. So sometimes you have to like talk them down, as a joke thing that you do with a 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course he comes back with, and I'm telling you, he's like totally like stone faced saying this. Mice can't talk, Ford.
Yeah, Ford, you're dumb.
Apparently, what he had gotten the idea of Ford working with mice was Ford works for mice.
Oh, it works for mice. No, that's Mace.
Yeah.
I mean, with the amount that I see mice, I practically work for them. I mean, it's not like they're going to inject themselves with antibodies. So,
He's not as though the experimental subjects will inject themselves, no?
mm,
I
Ribs
am
grow
French.
ribs grow back. No, they
Yeah.
don't.
So apparently, somehow we had accomplished dual streaming. I deleted the second stream now, but for some reason it streamed a copy of episode 302 of all things.
Interesting.
That's
Weird.
102 episodes earlier.
I wonder how that happened.
I have no idea, but I think it's fine now.
Cool.
All right.
So, what shall we talk about today?
Well, Ford, we have a docket now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or
Thank
going
you,
back to
Square
the
Up.
I
docket.
think I only gave Leo his credentials so far, though, because he was supposed to edit the docket. Yeah, we used to use a docket a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But Sombrero Man has been
Mhm.
helping us out with some
Thank you.
show prep. And we're going to be going over some of the announcements at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know what they are.
And they announced some horrible things we're not going to speak of in the Marvel section.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Let's pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Everyone else will.
So like
Who else is still watching these movies?
I I stopped watching after Eternals. I feel like that was the
You
poorest.
lasted
place to
longer
end.
than I did. But no, actually,
I
I
did.
kind of came back briefly for Guardians 3, which I think is an okay place to end.
Yeah, maybe
did
I'll
not
watch that
watch
one
the-
at some point.
Yeah, I did not watch that one in theaters, and
But
it's like okay.
Me either.
It's very
It's
okay.
fine.
my opinion of the gun of the like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies in general has soured. Like
Yeah.
I never liked
Just-
2, but I liked the third one.
when I realized that I'm no longer excited for seeing the characters that like no one talked about on screen. Like once that novelty wears off,
Hmm.
my enjoyment of them just kind of is bleh.
I think 3 does
I have
have some
nothing
things to
left.
offer that the other one. 2 was the worst, but 3
I-
had a decent story to it.
I don't know. I disagree. I thought 3 was the worst. That's not saying it's a bad movie.
How was High Evolutionary in that movie?
He was actually
Oh,
very
he was
good.
great.
The best villain
He
they've
was
done
actually
in
he
years.
was
Okay.
probably the best part of the movie.
as he should be.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Underrated villain.
he was very good. I don't know why they made him purple instead of red though. That still confuses me.
I always
think
thought
he's usually
his costume was
pinkish.
purple.
No, I thought he was red.
It's like
No.
Hawkeye.
I've
It's
literally
like
never
pinkish.
seen him before.
I'm pretty sure he's red.
purple.
Look up comic
He's pink.
High Evolution.
me-
He is red.
I can go grab some Thor comics if you want.
I know Ford
Is he-
seems to be right.
Yeah,
I
is he
mean-
purple in Thor?
No, he's pink.
Depends.
Purplish pink.
Here, let me put up the picture I found.
I thought
I've
he
got a
was
couple.
red.
I've got like an old one and a newer one here, so I'll pull
Yeah.
up both.
Cause my like thought about the character comes from how he appears in like X-Men and Fantastic Four.
In like the cartoons or
See, he's a purplish
and
pink.
it's specifically from Annihilation where the
okay.
left one comes from.
See, this is what I'm
Check out
thinking
him
of.
next to Magneto here. He is pink, a purplish pink like Hawkeye's accents.
Oh.
See him
Okay.
next to Magneto.
Marvel is
who's
never
red.
certain what to do with that color. You know,
I mean,
Hawkeye
these both look
colors
red to
palette
me.
just bounces around throughout
Yeah.
the 60s to the 90s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the yellow picture here, where his
Yeah, I'm getting that.
pink accents match Scarlet Witch's pink on her.
Yeah, that
outfit
one I can see.
perfectly.
That looks more like close to Hawkeye in that picture.
He
Yeah.
is the purplish pink of Hawkeye.
I like
That's the
I like the
that's
red
instead of
better
his
though.
thing.
I think.
Hmm.
Now
Red
looking
is
at that
better.
one, the one on the left now looks more purplish pink to me.
Let me show you a red version
No,
of him.
still
It's
looks
much
red.
Better. See, that's
Still
much
looks
better
red.
here.
It all
Ford,
just looks red to
Look at
me.
the comparison.
Ford, you are
Ford,
colorblind.
Are you colorblind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Is Mace? I feel
Well,
like
now
Mace would
you
also
know.
be colorblind.
Then why was I the first one correct about this?
Okay, let's bring up a colorblindness test.
Okay,
Oh
do it.
no.
Yes, we're doing this live on air.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like the IQ test. Let me
Fine.
clear out
Did
these
we
pictures
do
of the
it?
high evolutionary here.
That's the thing. Did we ever do?
No, we still haven't done.
an
Maybe
IQ
we'll do
test
that for the
live?
10-year.
Oh, okay.
Or,
Wait, this was the 10-year.
no, the 10-year podcast.
Oh, okay. How dumb are we? Are we stupid?
Am I dumb?
No, it's the children that are wrong. Okay, let me just crop this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Color blindness test. Can everyone see it?
Oh my. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ford, are
Well,
you
who's
wearing
supposed to
Enchroma
answer?
glasses?
No. Should I be?
Well, there's a little slider if you are. I don't wear my glasses when I have headphones on, so
I'll just take my glasses
I
off.
also have
just
no
so
idea
we
what
can-
Enchroma glasses are. So.
Yeah, just so we can get
I
like
have never
this.
worn glasses.
Yeah, just so we can get this as like. You know,
Leo,
as-
do you,
as-
do
as
you don't have
kosher as
contacts either, do
possible.
you?
Nope, I have no.
So you're the
corrective
only
lenses.
one of us that has vision that's okay.
Yeah, just so we can get this as
Well,
like close
you need
to good as possible, I'll take off my glasses for this.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Yes. All right, start the test.
Here we go.
Live
Nothing's
on
happening.
air.
Okay.
There it is. Okay.
4.
Who's supposed to answer? All of us? Any of us?
Well, we'll start with Ford. Okay.
Time
And
has
then-
run out. It is 4.
I agree.
Leo.
1.
It is one.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, you got it anyway.
Yeah.
This is such a
Well, I thought I was the one taking
leggy
this
test.
test.
Well, we want to check
Yeah.
everyone. I can
We're
see.
alternating.
Okay.
Okay,
If
Mace.
we're alternating.
Okay. This is so slow. Oh, it broke.
Well, I got them all right, so I'm not colorblind.
Me too. To be
You're
fair, they
not-
weren't really
You're not
testing me.
colorblind. You're just stupid.
Here's some more. Ford, can you tell what this one is?
Which one?
The one in the bottom left here.
I can
Bottom
tell you what each
left.
and every single one of these is.
That looks like
It's not that hard, Ford.
a
No, it
6.
What about this one in bottom left?
The bottom left?
Yeah.
I think this time we're finding out that Ford is not colorblind, but he
Okay,
does need
yeah,
his
actually,
glasses.
I can't figure this out without my glasses.
Okay, put your glasses
Yeah,
on.
Okay.
Well, you are colorblind.
Wait, what's the range of numbers here? I see a 12 and a 29, but I don't know.
What's
This,
the other
is
one
this
next
like
to the
20,
what's to the
25
left of the
or
12?
something?
What's to the left? No, it's
No.
not 25.
Not
No. The left of the 12.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
left of the 12.
25.
What number
I
is
think
that,
it's
Ford?
Is it 15 or 13?
Oh my god!
Look, the one on the right is 29, okay?
Yes.
Do you want me to say what it is to prove I'm not colorblind?
Yeah, Mace.
It's 45.
What about this one in the middle, Ford?
Oh, I almost said.
I have no idea.
Oh. So Ford is indeed colorblind.
Yes, you knew this.
Well, your parents told you were a lot of things. Not all of them were true. So
No, I found out I was colorblind when I took an eye test.
Right here on air.
yeah.
Like I've known this for years.
Well, now we know
I've told you I'm red-green colorblind.
Okay.
that explains why you can't drive.
But
Oh,
that was savage, man.
I'm just
That-
kidding, Ford. Years of bullying have improved your driving.
No,
I
he's
don't
right.
feel like clutching the
actually
seat
right.
handles anymore when I'm riding with you. It used to be
No, he's right.
horrifying. Now it's all right.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
If any of y'all ever drove with me, you'd be terrified.
I don't know. I feel like you'd be a good driver, Mace, if you ever got a license.
I
I'm a
don't,
good
I don't feel comfortable
driver,
all 5 of us being on his motorcycle at once.
Exactly. That's why you'd be terrified.
If
Only
we had
Leo
two-
got it.
If we had 2 sidecars, we could do it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but then the mystique is gone, you know?
Y'all could hold
Someone's
my
got to ride on.
groceries.
Who gets the handlebars?
Kevin.
Ford.
Yeah, no, I think
I-
Ford.
I think
No,
Kevin's pulled it
lightest.
off with
Kevin.
a lot of flair.
Or do you
Now,
think
keep
we
in
could...
mind, I have a very large windshield. There's no room on the handlebars, but you could sit on the windshield, I guess. Just
Yeah.
keep your legs apart so I can see underneath you.
yeah. Yeah, Ford can go there. I don't know. How many people
No,
could you fit on the
no.
bench? Maybe do 3.
I have a trunk instead. I have a nice big seat. I can
We
maybe
could
fit
put
2
Ford in
people
the
there.
trunk.
Someone can...
All right.
If we leave it open, it could make a slightly terrible chair.
Sounds good.
Can your type of motorcycle even get
I-
sidecars?
I'm quite the fan of uncomfortable chairs.
This
Yeah.
would be the Mother of all uncomfortable chairs, an open trunk.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
An open trunk that can hold maybe 2 gallons of milk. That's
Not
just an example.
you don't have to sell me.
Ford's about the
anymore.
size
I'm
of 2
in.
gallons of milk.
Yeah.
We would tip over so fast without the sidecars. With the sidecars, we'd be okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, we would tip over.
No, it's just a skill issue. Makes you can tough past that.
Yeah.
You're right. I can do everything.
You can go down
I
94
try.
or
I-4 at
Yeah,
99
I-4
miles per hour.
in the
I never went to
rainstorm.
100 technically, but I did go 99. That was awesome.
That's how Kevin
Feels
lost
it.
his license.
Well, they wouldn't catch me.
Well, Kevin was the only one on the street at 3 a.m.
It wasn't 3 a.m. I'm talking about, a couple hours past rush hour. Everyone was going that fast.
Yeah, it's not something that can be helped. You either go 90 or you die.
Mm,
I used to just go 70, and then cars tried to run me over.
I
Sounds
hate
like my kind of place.
I
driving in
couldn't
Florida.
beat them. I had to join them.
Why is everyone in Florida such a bad driver?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're all
They have
Cincinnati
driven through
transplants.
me in my
It's-
lane.
It is
my
worse in
same
Texas,
lane.
though.
I'm not sure if that's because of the drivers or the roads are worse in Texas.
Yes.
Driving in Texas was more horrifying than Florida.
Uh-oh.
By a lot, actually. Well, also because of how quickly you have to make decisions.
Yeah.
You
It's
do have a while in Florida to decide
ride or
what to do.
die.
Florida, yeah, it's mostly the really bad drivers. Like, I-4 is fairly competently built at this point. It took a long time, but...
But yeah, it is.
In Dallas, the roads make no sense and the drivers make less sense.
Well, I mean, Leo was there.
No, Leo's actually, like, one of the best drivers I've ever known.
I know. I'm sure he is.
Like, out of everyone here, I would trust Leo most to not kill us in a car.
That's fair. But
Like,
wait
that's true.
till I get my license.
And I guess last time we were up there, you just threw me your keys and said, "Hey, drive back to the house and get this and come back." And I did it without turning on Siri
Really fast.
to guide me.
Okay, to be fair, that was like 2 turns.
Yeah.
Do you have the ancient guidance gene? Of course you do. You're Roman.
I get it from my grandfather.
You guys need to upload your footage so I can edit that video.
It's
Yes.
in my
Yeah.
drive.
I have
need
yours.
to-
I need it.
to do that.
I need Mace's
Okay.
primarily for that video.
True. Yes.
I might be able to do it tomorrow, although I may need reminders.
I'm gonna also try mine tomorrow. My internet was acting up.
It's
today.
gonna be so disappointing if our footage ends up sucking because that was so much fun to make.
Yeah.
We'll save it in
I
the
got-
edit.
Tons of B-roll.
Though
See if you can
it'd
save
be
it.
kind of fitting of the spirit, wouldn't it?
True.
We might need to ADR it.
true.
Nice.
We might need to
All
ADR.
right.
I'm googling. What is ADR? Alternative
It's like-
Dispute Resolution, New York State Unified Court System.
No,
No,
that's not what we mean at all.
that is not.
Oh, it's dubbing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I see. Yeah, we can make into a spaghetti western if we have to.
Ah, sweet.
We want to talk about
We
the
do-
topic at hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I found Red High Evolutionary.
No,
At
they're
last.
all red.
What is this
Red.
one? What?
Oh,
they're
that's
all
from that
red.
stupid Spider-Man cartoon.
Which
Yeah.
one? Wait.
Spider-Man
Unlimited, the one that
Unlimited.
got like 10
Spider-Man Unlimited.
episodes.
That is
got
not
about
him.
10 episodes, I think.
That is not him.
I
That
know
is
for
not
I know it's not good for High
evolutionary.
Evolutionary. It's a design itself. This isn't bad.
I mean, yeah, it's
It wouldn't be
cool,
a
it's
bad
just-
Venom type character.
He looks
It
like
changes
that-
colors
The
around.
Pokemon Mawile mixed with 90s comic books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see it.
Not wrong
I
at
think he
all.
fits the show though, which I only saw one episode of.
He absolutely fit the show. I haven't even watched it.
Spider-Man Unlimited is like a fever dream with it's something about the way they use shadows. They really love shadows in that show.
Mm-hmm.
It was the
You
height
know,
of the 90s.
they would probably love the Shadow the Hedgehog bust.
Oh.
It
boy.
probably would. In spite of the
Was
fact
that-
that it is hideously ugly.
Was that revealed at SDCC?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Mhm.
Ford, explain this to me.
Actually, was this one not on
What?
the
Why do
image
I need to
docket,
explain
though?
it?
Because you're the Sanic fan.
It is.
Is it
The
worth
head.
$70?
What's it look like?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Shadow
For
the
some reason, I
Hedgehog's
either
head.
missed it in the file of images or it was missed in the file of images. Either way, it's my fault.
Does it have a comically oversized handgun?
No, it has no hands.
No, it's
It
just
is-
a bust. It's only
No
his
hands to hold it. Yep, no, that's not it. That is not worth $70.
How many pieces is it?
720.
It's
His
so
nose is like
Okay.
too low.
So it is technically like
Why are there exposed studs on the eyes?
that is so wrong.
I feel like someone was told we need more Sonic merch, and the designers did not have any like QC.
This is the first 18 plus Sonic set, so it couldn't have been a Sonic bust, you know?
I mean, it has to be. His game
Sega's
is rated M.
what is
This
that
year
piece used for?
has been for Sega the year of Shadow. That's why this exists. It's the year
Yes.
of Shadow for all Sega marketing.
Is
They
it?
should have given us a set with Shadow and a gun instead.
Yeah. 18 plus.
I'm sure that'll come in the winter waves, possibly.
All
maybe.
right.
Want to see a picture of it head on?
Yes.
Yes.
I want this thing to stare into my soul.
Come on, rotate it.
It's a stare into a
Rotate.
black hole.
There you go. It says the last thing you see before you die.
Man, it's really that mouth.
This is the
that
last thing
just-
you see before I shoot you with a pistol.
Is
the-
this
the
going to
print for
be the
mouth
next trip
really
set?
does not serve this well.
Creepy shadow head.
Before he says heck.
It just feels wrong. Also, the way it's a bust, it doesn't really work. 'Cause it just looks like someone
It's-
chopped off his head.
Yeah, like a bust
With-
implies you have the shoulders too.
The ears, look at them hover off of his head. You know his ears aren't supposed to be like trying.
You know,
stuck on top.
when this thing was announced, I only saw like the text. I didn't see the picture. So I was immediately like, "Oh, looks like DeviantArt is at it again."
It does look.
And
like
now that I
doesn't
know
it?
that it's real, it's just, ugh.
You know what it should have been? Shadow the
Sonic?
Hedgehog buildable figure.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
We're assuming that Sega wants to keep the Year of Shadow marketing running, so it has to be Shadow.
Or a Technic Shadow's motorcycle.
Do we know who's
That'd be
playing
cool.
Shadow in the movie?
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah, no joke.
uh,
Really.
Really?
Kind of
Leo,
always
can you
sounded like
confirm
Shadow.
this?
so
I
it's
believe
kinda
this is
perfect.
correct.
Why do you need a third person to confirm this?
Well, I gotta know, is he purple? Because I might not be able to see that.
What?
What?
Shadow
Well,
has never
I-
been purple. He's
Wait, does
Wait,
Sword
he
not
is-
know what color Shadow
He's
is?
black and red? Okay, good. He's black and red.
black and red.
Okay,
black
I
and
thought I was
red.
tripping, okay?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is confirmed as the voice of Shadow.
And he's red. Yes.
The big fat cat is purple.
I think that Keanu should
Wait.
actually mocap Shadow.
Is Big the Cat gonna be in Sonic 3?
Possibly.
Oh my
could happen.
goodness. I have to see this. I know he's purple.
Any- What else we got here?
Yeah. Apparently Kristen Ritter is
Ta-da!
in the movie, and Jim Carrey is returning after he said he wouldn't.
Yeah, he said he
He loves money.
He does.
I've only seen the
Oh.
later half of Sonic 1, so here's
One
a
of the movies
Minecraft
ever
set.
made.
Was that
Baby Pig's
announced?
birthday
Yeah, it
party.
was new.
It's a cool creeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creeper.
Oh, man, that's
Aw,
pretty good.
man.
Wait, why don't we have that on our soundboard?
I don't know.
Why
It's
don't
a
we?
dead meme.
Yeah, that's what our soundboard's full of.
I was gonna say nothing. That's never stopped us before.
That zombie looks bad, though. It looks bad.
There we are.
Lovely. Oh, I finally saw the whole Kevin thing, so I know where that's from now.
Oh, the episode of SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Well, and Kevin
In
gets
honor
back...
of the 25th anniversary, as well as the Dr. Squatch SpongeBob flavor, we've been watching it.
Yeah, wait, Dr. Squatch has a SpongeBob flavor?
Yeah, and Nautical Nonsense smells just like a pineapple under the sea.
Is
It
Oh,
smells very
interesting.
good. I got 3 bars.
Is it, like, porous?
Tragically, no.
Sad. As
Yeah.
one gentleman once tweeted.
It smells great, though.
Alright, before we get to the main event, there is one other set we'll go over here.
Okay.
We got Mario and Yoshi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this.
It's kind of cool, but,
I
not worth buying.
know it's too much, and
It is too much. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
they're just not
Too
been
much.
making what I want as a Nintendo fan. Now, they could have made this smaller without all the mechanics and had it cheaper, but they had to bump up the
Yeah.
price.
That I might have put on a desk.
Also, pixel art I could have built myself anytime I wanted to.
Yeah, I think there were a
Mhm.
few ideas in our Discord chat that why not put out a bunch of sets of just like sprites from that era?
Mhm. And it's
Because
also
because you could do that with 1x1 tiles. It's not
Mhm.
that hard.
they're also their refusal to make Mario minifigures makes this worse. Because if you throw in a minifigure or two, that would make me kind of want to buy it,
Yeah,
You'd have
like
to,
Star
but-
Wars does.
Yeah.
But I saw
Mhm.
I forget what it was, Brick Fanatic or someone referred to the current sets as horrible Furby Mario. Which, to be fair, no, it's not like the Mario sets I actually
No.
think are bad. My little brother really, really likes them. And it's just, they're not as good for collectors, and they can't strike a medium here. Like, it's either boring or way too playset.
It's not for you.
This isn't
Certainly
for
not.
anyone.
This is not for you.
This is for select boomers.
I don't think boomers play Mario Maze.
don't play video games.
Select old people then.
I know one boomer who does.
Gen X.
I mean,
or
this is
whatever
like my
you want.
favorite platformer of all time. I love this game.
It's fantastic. I do prefer its sequel, but it is fantastic. It's probably my second favorite.
It's a very good game, but again, no.
Hmm.
It's
I
just
mean,
not good. I mean,
Speaking
no,
of, like,
actually, it's very good. It's just boring.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
technically, and I mean like, technologically, I guess, it's kind of a marvel. Like, you turn the gear, Yoshi can open his mouth, he can, walk.
And his tongue stick out.
Yeah, his tongue's I don't think the tongue sticks
No, it does.
out, does it?
It does.
It does?
It'll
Yeah,
go
the tongue
out.
sticks out. The cape flaps as it as he walks. Yeah, like it goes
It's
through
got
the
a lot of
entire
cool stuff,
cycle.
But
Yeah,
this is
it
more like
goes through the
something that'd be
entire,
cool
like,
to see at
sprite
Brick
cycle.
Fair. It'd be cool. It's a cool
But-
mock.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to see at Brick Fair. I mean, it might be a cool thing to like hook up a motor to and just like let it go, like hook it up to a switch or something, and like
That could be
just let it go in like the back of a room. But it's not like a centerpiece sort of thing. It's and it didn't have to be Lego.
$130
Yeah, like
for
it didn't have to be Lego.
1,215 pieces.
Like
It's
this
just
could
not cool
you could
enough
make
for me
this
to
like an
bother buying
LED
this
moving, maybe even a neon sign or something like that.
And it would
be
not
the
have been
same
this much
thing.
money.
And it would have been cheaper, yeah.
Instead of using 2x2, they should have used 1x1. Shrink it by
Exactly.
3/4.
Like shrink it and you can sell a bunch of these, maybe even together.
Yeah.
For that kind of price.
I think it
You
technically
could have
is
done
one.
one from, like,
Maybe
Mario game.
maybe at that point you could have done not only Mario on Yoshi, but you could have done Luigi on Yoshi.
Well, Luigi in the
Bowser
original
the clown
game
car.
is just Mario with a green color palette.
and purple.
Now
Overall.
there's a version where they actually give him his own sprite, which is the version I played in the
Yeah,
Mario All Stars
the
collection.
game-
That sounds awesome. I played the original one on the Super NES.
Wait, was that on the Game Boy version as well?
Yeah, the Game Boy version used the newer
Yeah,
sprite.
that's the one I have the fondest memories of. But yeah, like you could have included the parts to make that. But this is the year of Shadow, not the year of Luigi.
We had our year
Well,
of Luigi.
We
Yeah.
did. It was one of the years
Yeah.
ever made.
The year Nintendo lost $3 billion.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Not $3 billion. It's the only year Nintendo ever suffered a report economic loss.
Oh no!
Wow.
The other time Luigi had a chance to shine was when he had the title game for the opening of a system with Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, which at the time became Nintendo's worst-selling system of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's not fair to the good GameCube.
But hey, Luigi.
I mean, like it did well. It's just that it didn't do as well.
It didn't. It
as-
was not
Luigi's
considered
Mansion 3 did so
viable.
well,
Else.
the 2 got ported.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then, yeah, the
But then-
other worst-selling Nintendo system all time was the Wii U, which is the
Yeah, but
system
then
that
the Wii
hosts the
U
year of.
happened.
That was the system the
both
year of
those
Luigi was
systems were
hosted on.
Oh.
I
Luigi
like
has
both.
killed 2 Nintendo systems. I like both of them too, but Luigi just killed their marketing.
Yeah. Despite being voted as Japan's hottest video game character.
Luigi,
know, They say that in NASCAR racing, green is a very unlucky color.
Ah, hence Cars. I get it now.
Hmm.
Cars the movie, of course.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Nobody likes green. So there you go.
Pachiga.
Kachiga.
was there ever a Lego Chick Kicks?
I don't believe so.
No.
No.
That's why
Wasted
Lego Cars
potential.
never was good.
Yet they have buildable Mater and McQueen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And all the characters from Cars 2, like all of them.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
The only movie Chick Hicks wasn't in.
Unfortunately, that's why it was the badness.
All right, should we go over to the headliner?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, we should. Whatever the heck that is.
It's more nerd stuff, but be
Product.
sure.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about this briefly before, but now
I
we have
can't remember if we
better
really
pictures.
did. I feel like we did it on the server. I don't know if we ever did it on an episode.
I remember. I distinctly remember us like flashing up the image, and then we were like, "Huh, this is kind of neat." Anyway,
So yes, the
But
new
we have an
Dungeons
extra
and Dragons CMF series has been announced, which I feel like there's not been one this odd since the original Simpsons series,
True.
as far as licensing goes.
Yeah.
So
neat.
where do we even start?
Well,
Not with this image.
no, you want. I guess you want to go one by one. It is so. It's a nice little collection. I think. I'm going to be honest. I do think it's odd that they have this many like named really big time characters in it.
Well,
Oh,
because D&D is
Um,
trying to be more of a lore
A
brand,
lifestyle-
and
well, not lore.
that's
It's
a
a
lifestyle brand.
It's,
yeah,
it's-
which is not working out, I think. But
which is why people will soon stop
No.
playing D&D as when they switch directly to their virtual tabletop and have all the rules go through there. So we'll see what happens.
Hmm.
People will just play older editions or go to Pathfinder.
wait, what is happening into D&D exactly?
So the Grand Wizards of the Coast are doing an epic rebrand of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, turning it into D&D 1.
Oh no.
And one of their goals is to make it one of those like infinitely monetizable products like they can with like Magic the
But
Gathering.
the whole point with D&D was
Um,
that you buy like the one set, probably you pirate it, and then
You-
you just go and do whatever you want.
But that you see, you can't make money off of those people.
Where's the money in that?
Yeah, so they are working heavily to have a virtual tabletop through which you get your rules and play your games.
But I could already do that with Tabletop Simulator for $14.
Well, there's also a bunch of other stuff you could have.
There's
Done
so
with it.
many choices for RPG systems now too. Why are they?
Yeah.
All they have is the brand at this point, in which they're losing. I feel
Yeah.
they really they want to make it into something it was never meant to be.
Yeah. So
The orcs are Mexican now.
Yeah.
that's the artwork has just seemed so uninspired and
Insult.
blah.
Do you
I
think
don't
the
know.
artists also draw certain furry images in their spare time?
Probably.
Absolutely.
That's probably where they make the real money.
Like the rules previews I've seen have not. Like I was already having a hard time with 5th edition as is, because like it's not as flavorful as I'd want it to be. Like I have to kind of workshop it a lot, and I'm interested in more crunch now with the funny dice games. But like at least there's still heroic artwork in the 5th edition manual. Like you still had fighters going up against hordes of nameless enemies, like killing them. They're still like adventurers run around doing heroic things, and now they're just baking /
Oh boy.
doing
That seems a
peacetime
little
things. I don't
weird.
know.
You know what I want to do? I want to play Pathfinder, but call it Dungeons and Dragons and just genericize the brand.
I don't.
I don't know if Pathfinder's actually any good. I don't know what system is good these days.
Well, so Pathfinder had its genesis in the transition from 3.5 to 4th edition D&D, where everyone said, we don't like this new rule set, we're going to make our own, and it's just the 3rd edition again, but with some more bells and whistles.
Is it good?
I don't, only by reputation I know it as like pretty decent. If you enjoy like more thinking in your gameplay, then it's the people like that are.
I
say
like
it's
the
good.
thinking, but my issue is if I have to have the people I'm playing with think and take forever.
Well, not that kind of thinking, but like thinking math wise.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
All right, back to the minifigures then.
Okay.
We've got a gender confused dwarf to start.
The dwarf barbarian here. Yeah.
It has a male and a female head, apparently.
I
And
mean,
the Craven.
with a
neck
generic enough body.
Actually, most of them do, I think, have like either or.
I mean, I think that's a fairly positive thing. It's just
No, that's fine. I was just joking.
yeah. My only problem with that is it feels like it takes away from like whatever uniqueness the characters would be. But like, it seems like it's odd for me that this is going It seems to me that this is less like specific characters like the other CMFs are, and more here's character builders ?
That's kind of cool.
The only one who's really distinct is the Dragonborn Paladin there on the far right.
I like him. Like
picture.
if I was gonna get one, that's actually very similar to a character I played as once, except he was a wizard.
Yeah, it's a very nice head mold, and the mace piece with the tassel is good.
So I don't know what a gith is.
Looks like a gith Yankee to me.
Also, it's interesting that
They're
some of them use
aliens.
yellow skin.
They're
Is
just
the gith
aliens.
yellow skinned in the game?
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard of
was
it.
just a Lego
They're-
guy.
So if they're in the Baldur's Gate 3 game,
Okay.
one of the major companions is a gith Yankee, and you can.
What makes it a gift? Is it just an elf that's yellow?
No, it's a long story, but they were enslaved by the tentacle, the mind flayers, who's also featured in this series long ago, and then they rebelled, and now they're hunting the mind flayers and trying to kill them all.
So they're just from another dimension?
Like in Stranger Things.
But does the Mind Flayer have a realm and they're from his realm?
So
Like,
no,
what makes him different than a human? Just being yellow? That's essentially that.
being tortured.
So they all have jaundice.
Yes. Yeah, it's a long story. I don't know. The eyeball staff is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's a piece. So I don't know if that axe head appeared in the, I don't know, the $200 something, however much that Red Dragon Inn set was. But yeah.
So we have a tiefling. I don't know what that is either.
Belly shirt bird.
Those are the ones whose parents like made poor decisions with evil.
Oh.
Oh, it's a devil. I thought it was a
Oh.
tiger or something.
No. But like this one is probably like some kind of draconic sorcerer, you would guess, by holding a little dragon, which that little piece looks cute.
Yeah, they should use that for a Norbert.
That would be fun.
There is a Haggard's Hut. Is there a Haggard's Hut coming out, or no? That's the burrow.
There
It
is,
already
yeah.
came out.
Yeah, it already
does have
came
its
out.
own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, so halfling druid. Oh, that's fun with a little bird.
What is a druid? I feel like I never asked that question.
It's
Plant-based wizard.
in D&D terms, it's just like a nature lover.
Okay.
So you
So they're
you
not
get your
an
magic.
Animorph?
Well, you can also turn into animals. Like that's the main feature that is distinct from like the other classes. They can turn into animals. I don't know. Y'all didn't see the D&D movie last year, did you?
No. Did
No.
Yes, I did. My wife wanted
Why?
to see it because it was fun.
Why?
Was it
We
any
enjoyed
good?
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know either way.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
it was pretty all right. Ed Greenwood enjoyed it. He's the guy who wrote most of the stuff for the Forgotten Realms. So,
Okay.
I know what
I think
this next one is. I create a character, one of these bird people once.
yes,
Straight out of cheat, man.
that's a good use of the legs they have with the
Mhm.
toes.
This is what I like. This one.
Yeah. So the second character I made ever was a ranger.
Is that
And
why he has a dog?
the reputation, yeah, that's supposed to be like his little animal buddy. But the reputation of rangers in this system is that they suck, and they really don't seem to be concerned on improving that flavor-wise in
I know
D&D
so many
1.
people that play in as rangers, anyways.
So low level, it's pretty okay, but the higher you go, the more outclassed you are, and you're not going to be that useful. In my case, though, like it was just unlucky. Like I would never roll to hit anything.
I've always wanted to level up a draconic sorcerer to where I actually get the cool powers, but that never happens. Yes, the next one is looks like a Baldur's Gate.
Yes, the mind flare, the lovely brain eater, and that's a very good intellect devourer too. If I were to get any one of them, it would be the mind flare.
Is that a brain with feet? If so, I like it.
Yeah, it's a funny little thing.
Yeah.
They have a gag about it in the D&D movie, since they're supposed to detect, if you have any kind of intelligence at all. Like if you think, they'll try and get you and eat your brain, but they meet them underground and they just walk right past the party, implying they're dumb. It's a funny gag.
Next one's a named character, which
Yes, Strad. Let me see if I can.
we have a Wikipedia article of some sort linked.
Yeah, he's been there since the second edition of the game. Like, he's a pretty
Is he a
well known one.
vampire?
Yes, he is one of the great vampires. Copying Dracula and all that.
Oh, so is this D&D Dracula?
Yeah, essentially. So the Ravenloft setting is supposed to want to be one of those gothic horror things you play in. So if you want to do a story that's riffing off of like Bram Stoker's Dracula or something else, you'd want to do it in there. The setting has come under fire. Like there's an they re-released the 5th edition version of like Curse of Strahd. Because it had some language with the Romani that are there.
Well, explain, please.
So basically that, like, yeah, it has a people in that are, you know, adjacent to some Eastern European stereotypes
Oh, well, I'm not a big fan of the gypsies myself.
that they that they wrote out.
Oh, taking all the fun out
you
of
should put
everything.
this you should put this image in the stream since we're talking about Strahd.
What? What the? This is the problem when you have funny images you told me to put up. If they're good, then I can't keep my composure to put them in the stream. Let me crop out the iFunny watermark.
No,
Fine, I'll keep it in.
watermark. But yes, now we can recreate the iconic scenes of our favorite adventures in Lego. No, Strahd's pretty cool. That's a nice torso print they got for him.
You know, I
think it's pretty neat. The only thing missing is a collar. I think that would have been, but I understand how that wouldn't work with the hair. But if he had a shorter haircut, then it would work.
That's another good point.
I think we could use AI to rewrite tabletop game rules.
Who needs AI? You just have me.
Okay, can you write me a Ninjago tabletop game?
Yes.
That way I can just use all of my thousands of Ninjago weapons and pieces.
Yes.
I think that could be fun, actually.
Yeah. We'll demo it.
Okay, so we've got... Is that rat his pet, or does he turn into the rat?
I'm sure he could turn into a rat, but it's probably a pet. I don't know.
Vampires traditionally can control rats, so probably something he's controlling.
All right. Next, we have the Bard.
This is fun.
Bard.
I think, yeah. You probably run half elf or elf.
It just says elf here. It looks more half elf to me personally.
You could go either way, I think. The loot is fun, at least.
Yeah, it's a nice loot.
You got that going for it. Mm-hmm.
The next one, I've never heard of the Lady of Pain.
The Lady of Pain. So she is supposed to be like the queen of the Planescape city. So when
Cool cape.
Is this another famous campaign?
Yeah,
Or-
it's another second edition thing. I don't think there's any 5e material for Planescape, but technically she's connected to all the other settings that are out there. Because the city she rules over has doors to just about everything. I feel like this is an odd choice, given the rest of the cast. But it's
an interesting.
It's a pretty neat one.
headpiece.
It is a very, very cool headpiece. And I
Long
can see
cape too.
yeah, and the little
Okay.
clear round piece under there for hovering is a neat choice, I think. So yeah.
Apparently, this next one is also. I thought it was just a necromancer. Apparently, it's some.
No. So I thought it was supposed to be Vecna when like the first leaks for this came out, but Zastam is also a cool choice. He was shadowily hinted at in the D&D movie. He makes a brief cameo. Yeah, he's fun. I'm glad he has a collar and a good red cape. Like all the details for these are pretty neat.
And I guess the next one's the Witch Queen. She does not look like a Witch Queen.
So Tasha is an interesting one because that's supposed to be the pen name. Like it's just a pseudonym. So like there are some spells that have her name on it, like Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but she's it's interesting because like she's supposed to be one of those demon queen people.
Oh, she looks very different in 5e than she does in 4e, 3e, and 2e.
Yeah, so she's also not she's not a Forgotten Realms original. She's a from the first setting, Greyhawk, which Gary made. She features actually in one of the books that he wrote for D&D.
You can
One of
really
the
tell the
one of the novels.
directions that they changed the series between 4 and 5.
Yeah, well, 4 was a very unpopular series.
Yeah.
Not entirely unreasonable, I think, but
I think 4 is the one I mainly played. Actually, I don't remember if I played 4 or 3.5.
with me, at least that one time you played 5, but
Oh, yeah, that one time when we went in the dinosaur city.
mm-hmm.
There actually might have been 5. I don't remember at this point. When did 5 come out?
2014.
You know
I
what?
think.
I might have played 5 then a little time. 4 wasn't out for
Yeah.
very long then, was it?
I think it had a pretty quick turnover, considerably, considering. Oh yeah, you posted the article that was linked in our notes.
Yeah.
Iggly.
I don't know. I don't think this figure actually represents the character all too well, because in none of the art does she have a witch hat.
No, well, so there's the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything book, which was one of the rules we works that was made, I think, 3 years ago, and a character like that features on the cover there. But it's
Okay, I found the picture they most likely based it off of on the wiki.
I think the Grand Wizards of the Coast are moving away from the Iggweave and going more into this more vanilla version of the character. But she's also not necessarily one I would put in this series marketed for children, but I guess this whole thing is not for children, but intended for adults.
They're $5
Oh, well.
a piece. Children can't buy these. We used to
Yeah,
buy
they
a
can-
whole Bionicle set for that price.
Yeah.
Let's see, how much? $5 in 2002 today. It is worth $8.73 today. CMFs are overpriced. I can never get my. I have not bought one in a very long time. I think I bought a couple for Kevin's birthday in like the last blind bag series. I looked for a brown spaceman. I would have bought that.
Yeah. My wife and I, when we were in San Antonio, we bought 2 of them at the Lego store just to see what we would get.
Which one? Space series?
Yeah, the Space series.
Which ones did you get?
I got the robot chef, and she got the pink space girl with the robot French poodle. No, not French bulldog.
Interesting.
Where's that in? For whisk.
We saw some of them. You know, you're supposed to be able to have that little code that people are saying you can figure out what they are. It
Yeah, I
never
can't
works.
find it.
Yeah, I can get it to scan.
So I don't know what people are talking. And there always are ones peeled open that I've seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they would do a second one just to have more Forgotten Realms characters in there.
I'm sure it depends on how this sells.
Yeah, probably. But like, again, I'm not entirely sure. So there are 4 like explicitly named characters in this, and I would have given the tendency of the other licensed CMF themes, I would have thought that they would put more named characters in there, but I guess they would want the customization. But I don't know. It would have been nice if there was like
Man
a.
did note in the document the figures have no exposed neck printing except for the Lich sorta. So you
Yeah.
could actually or easily swap them between each other. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Like going big on the customizability, but I still would have liked a Drizzt or an Elminster minifigure, because those are 2 of the more iconic named characters.
Now, did we ever talk in depth about the Dungeons and Dragons set?
I don't remember because that may have been one of those. It may have been announced like when I was in and out
Yeah, I don't
of the
think because
podcast.
there's some other. I don't recall looking deeply at this
Yeah.
because in this one we got skeleton, my favorite
My
race,
favorite.
very inclusive.
Yep.
Dwarven cleric. This one's I think he's neat.
Yeah.
An elf wizard. Gnome fighter. It's not very gnomish to me personally. It does have a
Oh.
pointy hat, but I like the armor. An orc rogue. I don't think that's what an orc looks like.
Let me hold on.
It's
I'm
too
trying to
blue. Want me to
Got
link
that
it?
Where
dream
is-
walk.
Oh no, it's a gray orc.
Okay.
I played
Just
one as a
blue.
monk.
What Wolverine's in this?
Who's
dude?
Mary Rumwell?
That's so any named character here is original to the set.
Okay.
Like there's supposed to be some kind of
Soul Fallen in
Adventure you can go
disguise.
on.
Okay.
Irvin.
Hey, they used Little Dreams mushroom body guy. That's
yeah,
cool.
the Myconids are fun.
Oh, another dragon. I really like the dragonborn heads.
Yeah,
Is that the same
They're-
one from the what was it? The stars singing beatbox theme. What was it called? Beats.
Beats. Yeah, I think you're right. That was a huge failure.
wait,
I
are you
think
talking about the one with the funny giraffe?
Yeah.
It wasn't Beats. It was something else.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
I thought it was.
Was it? I don't.
I guess I can just look it up.
Yeah, probably.
They had a Z at the end. I
Yeah.
think. All their themes do now.
Dreams.
Oh, the jams.
Maybe jams. That sounds right.
I'm getting results for jams.
Yeah, maybe. No, it's not coming on bricks as jams.
Okay, let me just try Lego Llama.
Oh yeah, it was a llama.
That's right.
You mean video?
Video.
Video.
Yeah.
That was it.
Why
Yeah,
do I
Sombrero Man
remember all
put
this
that in the-
useless knowledge?
Sombrero
I
Man
knew
put
it
that
was
in the chat. I
something
don't know why I didn't
there.
look there.
No, even more skeletons. This one's got a purple cape.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my
Nice.
pedantic issue with the set?
What?
Of course.
So with the elf wizard minifigure, they're perpetuating the idea that the elves in D&D have human skin tones.
Oh, you're
This-
right.
This
Aren't
could be construed as a wood elf since it's kind of coppery, but usually they're not wizards. If it's going to be a wizard, it'll be a high elf. And
Don't
high elves are
elves-
either silver or gold.
Yeah, don't they have like earthy, metally skin tones?
Yeah, it's like straight up
That's
bronze or pale silver or like a gold tone to your skin.
I'm sure that's no longer accurate with the latest releases.
Well, with D&D 1, apparently everyone is just a flavor of random Joe. Like I don't know. They're it's really sad.
It's a cool idea.
And-
It should have stayed.
And the Grand Wizards of the Coast do not deserve your money.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Don't give
Because-
them my time.
Yeah.
How much? Whoa, this set was a lot of money.
It is very expensive, but like, it's also incredibly jam packed. Like they got the owl bear, they got Displacer Beast. Was there a beholder in this?
Dragon.
Yes.
We're gonna do an episode about
Yes,
this
there's a
lately, or not lately, sometime in the future. I want to analyze this. Lego is making too many big sets that could be multiple smaller sets.
Well, the idea set was based on this. Like it was
yeah,
pretty
I know,
close
know.
together.
But just in general,
Yeah.
that's another topic for another time. But because if there's smaller, like sub $50 sets for some of these things, I would buy them. But I can't just go around buying multiple $400 sets every other year.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, D&D could theoretically be its own thing. Like it could be its own line, but I don't know.
I feel like it might going forward. I don't
I mean, if they do these figures, and I guess they sell pretty well, then maybe. But
Yes.
I mean,
Also,
like,
some
what are you
Burman
going to get these
notes.
figures to do with?
Monk is missing.
Yes. But that's okay.
But what about the bard? Is
There
that
was
in
a
there?
bard. Yeah,
There
that
was a bard?
what the little
Yeah, we
elf
just
guy
said
was.
I had a little.
Why did
loot.
I not notice that?
I don't.
We
I
just
don't
talked
know.
about it.
Because
Wait,
it was
is he-
sandwiched between like Strahd and the Lady of Pain. In
Was
our
he
discussion.
red?
No, it was blue,
was he-
teal, with a
So
pink
you're
scarf.
telling me he was. So he wasn't at all close to purple?
Shut up,
Then there's,
Ford.
then there's no excuse then. I should have known this.
How long have we gone here? Oh boy, we are over time already.
Overtime already. Wow.
Yeah, the series does look interesting, though I also feel like Lego could have done their own generic non-D&D licensed series and just made some cool, because
Yeah.
none of these are
you-
copywritten, except
You
for
want
the
to
name
return to
characters.
Lego Castle,
No, I want something new.
but you want something in that vein.
I want
like
Lego
taking
fantasy.
springboarding from that.
Later, like, was it Castle was the one with the wizard and the gold crown king?
Yeah, well, that describes many Lego Castle things.
And they had the
but
giant trolls.
yeah, that was.
I like
Castle
that one,
2004.
not the castle that the people on Brickset comments ask for. I like the one with all the fantasy races and stuff. I think we
mean
could have done
the humans, the skeletons, the trolls, and the dwarves, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I think they need to expand upon it more. Bring in like Dragonborns and stuff.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I think that could be a really cool theme that you could end up appealing to both adults and kids.
I mean, they could definitely do that, but why risk it on an unknown name and property when you could use a well-established brand?
Because we're running into a market where well-established brands are soon going to be a turnoff for people rather than an incentive.
What? You're saying that when I water down my brand identity so that everyone can enjoy it, no one likes it?
No.
It being for everyone makes it for no one.
And when Dungeons and Dragons is for everyone, it's for no one.
No one.
What do you mean the dungeon should be wheelchair accessible?
Wasn't there also something in the latest edition about a bunch of wheelchair-based stuff?
There's a combat
tactical
wheelchair in one of the new
wheelchair.
arts. There it is in there.
Personally, if I was crippled, I would rather play in a game pretending to be something else. Like,
That-
I don't play as a draconic sorcerer because I'm actually into witchcraft. I'm really not.
How much damage did extra credits do to D&D? Like,
I mean,
seriously.
They are just speaking to something that was already there.
The brat.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's I've thrown my towel in. I'm just gonna deal with the old stuff.
Have
that I
you
still
thrown your...
enjoy.
Well, that's the good thing about it, is actually they can never take away their old rule books and eventually
There
enter
is-
Creative Commons.
Like not even just
they
that.
tried.
Like all the fun little novels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And weren't they trying to get rid of some of that stuff? Like make it inaccessible?
I don't know. So, like, there used to be a really big publishing arm with D&D. It's like there hundreds of Forgotten Realms novels alone, which is where I spent most of my time. But like, I don't really think there's been any new novels since the change into 5th edition.
Not
Like,
many
there's
people
few and
publish
far
novels
between.
anymore.
Yeah. Like, I think so. If you want to do anything that's new with settings themselves, that's not part of Wizards explicitly, then like you could go to Ed Greenwood's YouTube channel where he does like fun stuff. Other than that, just make your own. Just go out and make your own system. You have dice. You have pen and paper. You know how to do math. It's not that hard. Lore does not have to enter your game without your permission.
Where's that meme?
Oh, you wanted the one I made?
Yes. Do you have it?
I think I know where I can get it.
Wasn't that one about Warhammer though?
Yes.
It still applies.
Applies. It applies.
I don't know if I. It does, because what they're doing here, they're trying to do to Warhammer 2. Everything must be the same. Where would I put it?
Individuality is not allowed.
No. Okay, so let me try my brother. Aha, here it is. Which the format is not original to me.
Yep, I remember when this happened. Oh boy, that was a title.
This is the one I found, and I also agree with this one.
Yeah.
Which one should I use?
You can put both in, because they're both indicative, in my opinion.
I think the first one does a better job of explaining the issue.
Well, the
And
second one is the
someone
original
who-
one that I found. The first one is me being spiteful.
I couldn't hit the mute button in time.
No, the first one is not you being spiteful. The first one is you being correct.
It's amazing how often those two feelings go together.
So, for those unaware, I think this is direct response of Games Workshop trying to make an Amazon show for Warhammer.
Yep.
So, gotta make it for everyone.
Henry Cavill has his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It should also be stated that this new lore change occurred during the worst edition of rules for the Custodes. The book is universally panned,
Of course it was.
and the local Custodes player is very saddened by it.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Now he has no friends. Alright. That is gonna do it for us today. What do you think of LEGO Dungeons and Dragons, LEGO Shadow the Hedgehog, and more?
Mario Pixel with Yoshi.
You can let us know in the comments below. Likes, comments, and subscriptions and all that. Sharing the video helps us grow the channel and get this out to more people. But if you just want to join on the fun, you can join the BCC Crew Discord server. Link in the description below.
If you want to rip into me for my lore opinions, you can.
No, you're correct. Mostly.
If you would like to see Leo make a Ninjago roleplay system, comment below. And Leo, Chima is canon in Ninjago too, so don't forget, we gotta include an entire set of rules based on the Chima universe too. That could be an expansion, I guess.
All right, we gotta get high.
One thing at a time.
Alright, so, for Ford, Mace, Leo, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Remember, the stories you tell matter, so tell good ones.